I'm Marie Barron, the NDP critic for Fisheries, Oceans and the Canadian Coast Guard, and the Member of Parliament for Nanaimo Ladysmith, located on the traditional territories of the Snuneymuxw, Stz'umin'in, Snoutnawis, and Liaxin First Nations. As West Coast residents, we know that the coastal communities we call home are among the most beautiful in the world. Now, more than ever, we need to do everything possible to protect our oceans as we continue to feel the impacts of the climate crisis, with waters warming and keystone species like wild Pacific salmon struggling. Instead, we are seeing increasingly more abandoned and derelict vessels being left to sink, polluting the ocean, harming wildlife, and threatening food security. Canadians deserve to know their federal government is taking the leadership required and working alongside all levels of government, First Nations and locals who know their homes best. We need to do everything possible to protect our coastal communities and the marine ecosystems we love and rely on. Instead, we are seeing what locals call vessel graveyards, where fuel, oil, plastics, and garbage pollute our waters. Despite an act being put into place by the federal government in 2019 to address the issue, we are not seeing the necessary solutions being put into action. As of 2023, more than 2,000 abandoned and derelict vessels have been officially reported to the Canadian Coast Guard, but we know there are far more. This is why I introduced Bill C-344 to close the gaps left behind by successive Liberal and Conservative governments and to finally start fixing this problem. We need a national strategy with adequate resources, with a plan for vessel owners like innovative recycling initiatives and disposal options. It should not be easier for owners to abandon their vessels than disposing of them properly. We need a strategy to promptly and effectively identify the owners of vessels. Since it became illegal to abandon a vessel in 2019, only 2 vessel owners across Canada have been fined. Clearly, what is currently in place is not working. We need a strategy that does not wait for vessels to sink before action is taken. We know the damage and the costs only increase when we do so. Many local organizations and First Nations are willing to do the work and clean up these vessels. It is time we have a federal government to support them to do so. We need a clear plan to clean up these polluting vessels and to prevent them from being abandoned in the first place. Our oceans and coastal communities need and deserve protecting. Let's get it done together.